Hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, Mars has entered Aries, and it can be a quite dangerous time for travel. If you aren't feeling well, it could be a time where your body kind of blows up on you. It's a time of accidents, injuries, and it's the Tower. It's the Tower on the Emperor. So let's find out. Let's do. Now, an emperor can be anybody who runs any kind of empire, really. So, a king, a prime minister, a president, CEO, right? Um, there's lots that run their own little kind of empire, like Bill Gates, his empire around Microsoft, and Jeff Bezos, his little Amazon empire, and of course, the king and whatnot. We got some people who own little empires in Hollywood. So anyways, what we're going to do is look at the next 3 months for each of the royals, and let's see what their Mars, their Tower on the Emperor is. How is it going to affect them? How is it going to affect them? Will we see somebody in a bad accident? Will we see a sudden illness? That could be like a stroke, a heart attack. So let's find out. So it enters Aries on April 10th, which is tomorrow. Today's April 8th. So it's entering on the 10th. But as I've told you many times, planets don't have calendars. They are sunsets and sunrises, just like our sun and moon does. So this energy has already started to enter our field, as weak as it is, until it actually enters the sign. And then it takes a good 7 days for it to get right up to strength, because it's a sunrise, right? And just like, it might take till 10 in the morning for the sun to really get into that strength. So is it with the planets. So let's find out. So let's do the king first. I'm going to pull cards for each of the royals. So let's do the king first. Oh my Lord. Did you see that? This Mars is really going to affect the king. Knock his crown off. Knock his crown off. I cannot believe that. It's so interesting, because I've always said the king is not going to die of cancer. He's going to die of something else. He'll just happen to have cancer at the same time. I've said that many times, that either he's going to have a heart attack, or he dies of another disease, or he's in an accident or something. Good grief. I was going to pull 3 cards for each of them, so let's continue. King of Wands and King of Swords. There's the 2 boys. Wow. Something's up for King Charles while this Mars is in Aries. All right, Camilla. Oh, inheritance. You cannot make this up. That's the inheritance card. That's wills and inheritance. That's family lineage. Interesting. She's not genetically attached. Page of Pentacles. Oh, she'll probably get a little bit. And King of Pentacles. I'm going to say that she's going to possibly get some of the king's real estate, personal real estate. I know people might be angry at that, but I'm looking at something like Balmoral. It's the king's private residence. Is this why Queen Camilla transferred her residence to her son? Because she knows she's getting something else from the king. Look at the pentacles here for Camilla. This is a pile of money for Camilla. This is the Tower on the Queen of Cups card. Not Empress. She's not the Empress. Look at the money that's coming to Camilla. Inheritance. They're from the king. Look at the players here. Here are the two boys. Here's little redhead boy, Harry. And then, of course, we know our King of Swords is William. So this is going to affect his boys. Here comes Camilla, is going to be sitting pretty. Wow. Let's see, William. The High Priestess. The Star. William's going to be made the Star. There's secret things going on in the background. And, oh, William's got the Nine of Swords. I want to make sure you see all this. And we'll add Catherine and... Ooh, so that's actually, you know, if something happens to the king, I could see this with William, especially if Camilla ends up getting a pile of the inheritance. And as spouse, I suppose she's legally entitled to it. You know, unless there's like huge provisions in place. I still think her transferring her personal house to her son has something to do with Charles's will. And in any other jurisdiction at any other time, most of the time, unless you have a prenup, of course, the estate goes to the spouse. So does that mean Camilla's going to be sitting on Sandringham, on Balmoral? It looks like she's going to get something. Wouldn't that be something else? I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's some kind of provisions that it is like in trust for the family or something. I'm sure there is, but she's going to get something. She's going to get a big payday when Charles goes. A big payday. All right, Catherine. Oh, look at that. It's going to give Catherine energy to work. Catherine's going to get to work. Judgment, second chances, second wind, and, oh, victory. Okay, so wherever this Mars is, so Catherine actually is the Empress, right? Because, well, she will be once she becomes queen, because she is the mother of a future king. Camilla can't be Empress because she's not the mother of a future monarch. Diana would have been the Empress. But so when the Mars hits the Empress, apparently it's going to activate her to action. To action. It's actually wherever it is in her chart, it's going to be activated, and she's going to be the one who gets energy from it, who gets energized, gets second opinions, second chances. She's going to claim some kind of victory out of all of this. Wow. I think something secret that's going on behind the scenes now will be revealed. So perhaps if something happens to Charles, we will see, it'll be revealed that William's been running everything anyways. But William now gets to become the star. And I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people are going to be saying, based on this, Diana's finally on the throne. But we have to remember, William is in distress. He's just lost his father. Or his father's been incapacitated. Like, it's not the greatest of circumstances. That's why I wish the monarchy would abdicate like they do in Holland or Denmark, and they pass it to the next generation, and then it's not so traumatic. It's like, oh, it's my turn. It's not like, for me to get to my turn, I have to lose a great deal. So that would be a nice change in the monarchy, to allow the British monarchy to abdicate, simply to allow the next generation to have a turn, and just abdicate because it's time to abdicate. 65, I'm retiring, like they do in Holland. Like, oh, that was fun. Toodaloo. All right. Interesting. Okay. Now let's do, I'm going to put these back. Let's do Harry and Meghan. I also want to do Andrew and Sarah. I want to see how Mars is affecting them. Because, you know, some of the things that perhaps the king has set up for Andrew, right? Income, you know, place to live, all paid, you know, I'll pay for it personally. Promise mom might always look after you. Well, if something happens to King, what's going to happen to Andrew? You think William's going to keep that up? William gives a shit what happens to Andrew. Andrew and his ugly stepsister daughters, like, seriously, they treated William and Catherine like shit. Why would William care? So there might be something here for Andrew to be worried about. Plus, I'm not the only one. Others have read that Andrew's in a bit of mental health state. But I think didn't one of the auto writings saying it'll look like an accident, but it's not. Andrew, the Empress, Mama. Oh yeah, there's the money. So perhaps the Queen has left a trust fund for Andrew. Knight of Wands. He might travel. He might leave. He might leave the area. He might go away for a while. In Middle East, not right now, with it being bombed and everything. I think he's going to be gone for a while. He's going to disappear like Sarah, I think. But let's ask, how's Sarah doing? Oh yeah, her and her money. Hey, King of Cups. There's Andrew. So she's asking Andrew for some money. Oh yeah, look, Sarah's all about the money. Look at that. I've got a budget. Hey, Andrew, what are you getting from your trust fund? Someone's going, either the king or Andrew are going to support her. All right. What about Harry? Oh, he wants back in. He wants back in. Oh yeah, look. Now that's the marriage card. The Hierophant and the Two of Cups is a wedding, a marriage. Defending. Oh, he's going to continue to defend Meghan. Let's see, Meghan. Oh, there she is. World domination. Oh, the Emperor. Oh, she's trying to get a hold of the king. Let me see. Let's move these over. Okay. Harry's going to defend why he's married to Meghan. Remember, we're just only doing the 3 months ahead. There's Meghan, world domination. And this actually, even the Emperor, could be that she wants to build her own empire, right? Oh, Four of Swords. She's waiting for the king to die. She's waiting and hoping for the king to die. I wonder if she knows there's something in the inheritance for Harry, even though it's not hers. I mean, if she spends it, what's he going to do? He can't get it back. Meghan is just waiting for the king to die. That's how Mars is going to affect her. Almost warlike. Oh boy, oh boy. Let's do Edward. And Sophie. They're kind of on my radar again. I don't know what's going on with them. Edward and Sophie. Edward and Sophie. Edward and Sophie. What's their next 3 months? Geez, that James, I didn't realize how tall he was. You see how tall he's standing there with the whales, with Catherine and William, and holding his own. I didn't realize he was that tall already. I think he's 18. Okay, Edward and Sophie. Mars. How's Mars going to affect them? Edward is still, oh, look at this, boundaries and fences. Just had that argument with Andrew about where he was spending Easter. He's embattled, like he's a bit embattled. I think, you know, he's done absolutely nothing wrong, but he's been dragged into all of this. Walking away, the Empress. He's still very much attached to Mom. Very, very much attached to Mom. Where would he be walking away? Something's missing. Actually, you know what? He's not walking away. This card also means something is missing and you go to go look for it. He's still missing his mom. He knows that if his mother was around, this whole Easter kerfuffle thing would have not gone down. The Queen would have stepped in instead of letting Edward and Andrew kind of sort it out on their own. Sophie, oh, swords, and she is an air sign. We might see Sophie kind of speak up. Now, she wasn't feeling, oh, 2 aces. 2 aces. And the Emperor. Interesting. Wonder if we'll see her. We have to remember the Emperor's Aries. And Aries is, I'm wondering if we're going to see her. There's some kind of healing. I'm wondering if Sophie's going to have some kind of surgery during Aries season, which is there's only a couple of weeks left. Because remember, Mars is sudden surgeries, accidents, and she wasn't feeling good for Easter. I wonder if we're going to see Sophie have some kind of emergency surgery and healing during Aries time. Interesting. I wonder if that's why she wasn't feeling good. Right. Well, here we go. Mars and Aries. Very unpredictable, especially for emperors. Especially for emperors. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.